The sun feels so good.
Hey, you two, how's the water?
Oh, it's perfect.
Well, enjoy it while you can.
Don't remind us
Don't remind you of what?
that our cushy job is just about over.
Yeah, well, all good things have to come to an end, right?
Okay, listen up, everybody. We're gonna end this gig in a blaze of glory. I want you to have some fun today. Remember, you're only young once. Trust me, I know this. Where's Phyllis?
Oh, she's in the pool house.
Hey. No yawning. We can't have our stars snoozing on the big final day. Max, set today's schedule.
Wait a minute. I think I have an idea.
What, and how to make it look like Billy's cheating on Mackenzie?
Yeah. It's so obvious.
Morning. Well, what are you two beauties up to?
I don't think I've ever seen you speechless before.
I just don't know what to say.
Am I pushing too hard?
No, you just caught me by surprise. So when you say moving in, what exactly are you talking about?
Relax. I'm talking about using your spare bedroom.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, I think it's the smartest thing to do.
Well, I mean, the timing's wrong any other way.
I know. Even though Tricia has been gone for months, you're only now filing for legal separation. I realize you need closure.
Jumping into a relationship right now would be a bad idea.
Very bad idea.
Besides, given our history, a relationship with you right now.
Kind of dangerous, right? Would you like some coffee?
No, nothing, thanks. Have a seat. We need to talk.
If it's about last night, I'm sorry I came on so strong about your book. I had no right.
Now, you had every right. I asked for your criticism. The only anger I really feel is towards myself for putting you through that. I knew my work was inferior. I'm sorry.
You're apologizing to me?
I acted like a spoiled jerk.
Hello, Nikki. It's been a long time.
Not long enough.
Oh, a little edgy today, are we?
Only because you're here, Diane.
Oh, well, I can understand your attitude, being that you're living alone while I live with your daughter and Victor.
Yes, I'm sure Victoria's loving every minute of having to share her living space with her very favorite person.
Well, she may not care for me, but apparently I'm a better roomie than her mother, being that she chose not to stay at the ranch.
You are so delusional. Victoria is living with her father. Your presence merely is an unfortunate, unpleasant circumstance.
One that I suspect will last indefinitely.
Yeah, well, don't count on it.
Well, at least until Victor returns.
Returns from where?
Oh, I forgot. You don't have contact with Victor any longer. He's out of town, leaving me to take care of his apartment and your daughter.
Why do you assume we'd have to be up to something? Can't two girls just be talking about things?
What things?
Like we're gonna tell you, Jack. Dream on, buddy. Right, Brittany?
Definitely. No way, Mr. Abbott.
So, Phil, you think you're ready?
Ready for what?
Today, the big day. Going out with a bang. It's all in your hands, you know.
That's always been the plan, right?
Right. And you've done a terrific job.
Thank you.
Well, I gotta get to the office. I'll see you. Good luck.
Okay, so what's this idea of yours?
Well, it could be pushing things.
What's that?
Alcohol.
Alcohol. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do remember when I was your age. There was a little drinking going on. Nothing like a good cocktail to lower the boys' inhibitions, right? Is that what you're thinking?
That's the stupidest joke I ever heard.
Yeah, we'll stick around. I'm just warming up.
Hey, McKenzie, do you have a minute?
Yeah, sure, Phyllis. What do you need?
Can you get me those CDs? They're in the den, in a box on the desk.
No problem. Don't go away.
Well, Max sure seems to be feeling better.
Better? Was she sick?
No, it's not what I meant. It's just that her moods have been all over the place lately.
Yeah, well, maybe it's just a girl thing.
What's that?
Well, you know, we're from Venus, you're from Mars.
Speak for yourself.
Oh, come on. I know guys think that girls are moody.
Well, yeah, some are.
Well, not me. I'm always happy.
That's true. I wonder why Mac always goes up and down like that. I wish you could confide in me, as a friend.
Hello, gentlemen.
Oh, Christine, I took the liberty of ordering you some tea. Would you like something to eat?
No, this is fine, thanks.
Thank you for meeting with us, Christine.
My pleasure.
I'm surprised your ears aren't burning.
Oh?
I've just been telling your partner how happy I am with the job you two are doing for me.
I think dangerous might be a bit strong.
Well, we had some fun times, didn't we?
Oh, great times.
And some not so great times.
Well, I can't argue with that.
But I prefer to remember the good.
Me too. So are you suggesting we try to recapture those times?
Would I be that bold?
Oh, yes.
I think that we should not close any doors. But that at this point, our keywords should be patience and restraint.
Definitely. Patience. Restraint.
Right. I mean, I'm very grateful to you for being so supportive of me.
Well, that's the least I can do.
I don't want to put any pressure on you, you know. I'm happy you're in my life.
So, we're gonna settle for that.
For now.
It's foolish of me to think you knew about Victor's trip.
So where'd he go this time? I see. You don't know either. Well, I suppose we could put our heads together and try to figure it out. He probably is seeing an old flame. Hope, Ramona, maybe even somebody new.
Mm-hmm.
He could even have run off with Ashley. I mean, given the latest developments there, that's a definite possibility. But you know what? I don't care. Victor's whereabouts are no longer my problem. And by the way, I understand congratulations are in order. You're expecting.
Yes. It's true.
Well, you know, that has become quite a game around town, trying to figure out who the father might be.
Oh, really? That's not necessary. Actually, the news is out.
Is that right? Well, who's the lucky man?
Your ex-husband, Victor.
he in?
Yes, he's on the phone long distance, I think.
Oh, good. That'll give us a little time to talk. But what I'm going to tell you has to be our little secret.
Well, sure. What are you up to?
Paul would kill me if he knew what I was doing. I've been shopping for some Layette things. Tell me, what do you think of this one?
Oh, Mrs. Williams, it's beautiful. I love it.
Hey, Mom, what's going on?
Your mother just came by to tell me about a movie she saw.
Really? What movie?
You know, the title just completely slipped my mind.
Oh. Were you, perhaps talking about the baby?
Now, who said anything about a baby?
Well, this is the first time I've seen this catalog on Lynn's desk.
I knew all along you two were excellent lawyers, but that job you did the other night went above and beyond the call of duty.
The emergency motion?
A genius strategy. It exceeded my expectations.
Well, we're just doing our job, Addison.
A wonderful job you have, too. I must admit, I love the fact that you two are dealing with me directly. Plus, it's quite clear how well you two function together.
Christina and I take our work very seriously.
You know, Baldwin Williams may not be an established firm, but you're young, hungry, totally dedicated, which is why I've made a decision.
A decision?
Yes. I want to put you on immediate retainer. I don't want to take a chance of losing you two.
That won't happen. We are very committed.
Plus, I also intend to mention your firm to my various business associates.
We're very flattered.
And appreciated.
It must be very satisfying to be this far ahead so early in the game. You know, I predict Baldwin Williams will go far.
We certainly hope so.
Well, enough business talk. Let's just enjoy.
All right.
Famous last words. Field's here. Now? Yes, but I thought Samuelson was handling that. No, that'll be fine. I'll be right there. Sorry, something's come up at the office. I'm afraid I have to leave.
We understand.
I'll take care of the check on the way out. My treat. I'll be talking to you very soon.
Thank you, Addison.
Thank you, Michael. And you too, Christine.
Well, he certainly was enthusiastic.
I know you're thrilled he said all those things. Our client made your point better than you have.
Well, it's not like it was a surprise. It is just the reality of the situation.
As you see it. But we don't necessarily see eye to eye. We still have a decision to make, Michael. I thought that you would want nothing to do with me.
Accept my apology?
Yes, of course I do. God, I'm so glad this is settled. Oh.
All right, Webster. From now on, if you have any further comments about my work, no matter how critical, right, I want you to continue to be forthright. Don't be afraid of my reaction.
Well, it is now too soon?
I suppose.
Listen, you told me once when I was floundering to start over.
Yeah, so?
Well, maybe it's about time you took some of your own advice. So, Victor is the father of your baby. Interesting.
By artificial insemination, of course.
Of course. You don't seem surprised. May I hazard a guess that Victor knows about this?
Obviously, otherwise I wouldn't be discussing it with you.
Now I know why you left town.
Go ahead. Make jokes. But I happen to be carrying the baby that you wanted so badly.
Jack.
Hey, Gina.
Look, I think we have a potential bloodbath going on over there.
Hey, thanks for the warning.
I don't have enough insurance to cover the fight that might happen, so you've got to help me out.
Well, I'll do my best.
I owe you big time.
Something wrong?
No, why?
I just get the feeling you're not entirely comfortable with this.
No, not at all. It's just that...
What?
despite our good intentions...
You think we'd cave?
You are a very attractive and desirable woman.
And you are a handsome, desirable man.
So doesn't that set the stage for problems?
Not if we act responsibly.
Like adults.
Right, like adults. But, you know, hey, if you want an out, I'm not going to insist.
Hey, don't get me wrong. I mean, despite my reservations, I don't want to rule out any future possibilities.
So is that a yes?
Sure. Why not?
Good, because I want to move out of my dad's house as soon as possible.
Key to my apartment. I'll see you there later.
You're a lifesaver. I'll see you there. I want to go pack.
Maybe Mac doesn't know what's bothering her. It could be your imagination.
I know her pretty well, Rihanna.
Maybe too well.
What does that mean?
Well, just that we've all been spending so much time together. I mean, maybe it's best that the summer project's almost over.
Yeah, maybe. Though I never thought I'd be glad summer was ending.
Brittany?
I'm sorry, did you say something?
No, you did. What are you thinking? You want to loosen Billy up with some liquor?
Only I'm not sure that I should.
Why is that?
One night last winter, Billy drank so much he passed out in the cold. He was taken to a hospital and he almost died.
Are you telling me that he has a drinking problem?
I don't know. It could have been a one-time thing.
But did he drink a lot before that?
Some. Not too much.
Since?
No, not at all.
Oh, doesn't sound like a drinking problem to me. All right, you're not thinking of getting him plastered, are you?
No. Just enough to get him to drop his guard.
Okay. Well, you do realize that I can't encourage this, all right, in my position? And I can't supply you with anything, so you're on your own.
I understand. But it's not going to be easy. It's not like I can just say, here, chug a slug of this.
Well, unless you come up with a better idea, it looks like you have one workable plan. I mean, you don't have a lot of time to study the alternatives, Brittany.
What do you mean?
Tonight's the night, sweetie.
I think you mean a decision you have to make.
All right, I have a decision to make.
Oh. I was hoping by now you'd made it.
I haven't.
All right. You were going to tell me if you honestly felt that you were able to handle the duties of a partnership if you have a baby.
Michael, I'm asking you, please do not crowd me on this, okay? I'm still very torn.
Oh, well, I take that as a good sign. I mean, if it makes you happy, I'm not counting the hours. You come to me when you're ready. The urgency really isn't mine.
Meaning?
Well, it seems to me that it would be better for you to figure these things out before you become pregnant. Otherwise, the point is moot, isn't it?
Can I get you anything else?
Christine?
No, thank you. We'll just talk about this later.
Oh, you're leaving?
I'll see you at the office.
I'm afraid you caught me, son.
Come on, let's go in and talk.
I hope you won't blame me for getting all excited at the prospect of becoming a grandmother.
No, I'm not going to blame you. Here.
Oh, so, is something wrong?
I wish I knew.
Honey, whatever's obviously bothering you, do you want to talk about it?
Well, Chris and Baldwin had a meeting last night.
Oh, I see.
supposedly to clear the air, to talk about the viability of continuing their partnership.
Mm-hmm. What happened?
Nothing. That's the problem. I have the distinct feeling that Baldwin is manipulating the situation.
Not again.
Yes, again. Somehow he's turned the tables. Chris is supposed to think about the situation. And then if she can come back and look him in the eye and tell him that having a family is not going to harm their partnership, then fine, she can go ahead. He won't give her any more grief about it.
Why would Chris even have to think about what to say?
That's exactly my point. See, I was expecting Chris to say that having a baby, well, she wouldn't know how it would affect her work. And that he would just have to wait and see. That if he didn't like it, then too bad.
Well, maybe there's a reason that she's hesitating.
What reason?
Well, son, you know, the reason she took this job in the first place was because it seemed so exciting. It fulfilled a dream she had, am I right?
Yeah, so?
So, and there are times when it continues to be exciting.
Okay, Mom, what's your point?
The point is that her work is real. It's here, now. And it just fills up part of her life. So, honey, you're just gonna have to be patient and see her through this time. Because once she finds out for certain that she is pregnant, then the baby becomes the real thing. And when that happens, her priorities will click right back into place. I'm sure of it.
Well, I hope so. And I hope the realization of that comes soon. For Chris's sake. I gotta go. You can stay if you want. There's something I gotta do. I'll see you.
Oh.
Thanks, Mom.
Yes. Bye.
Well, I'm gonna have to start calling you Sunshine.
Why?
Because you've been flashing that knockout smile all day long. You better be careful, though. It's a powerful weapon.
Sorry. I didn't notice that I was doing that.
Well, obviously you're in good spirits. What's going on?
Going on?
Mac, you've laughed at just about every lame joke I've made today.
Well, you're a really funny guy.
Thanks. Oh, seriously. Oh, your mood. Something happened today?
More like something isn't gonna happen.
You're keeping a secret from me?
Sort of. I hope you don't mind that I opened my big mouth about us.
Well, that depends. To whom?
My grandma. I told her about the problem with your mom and my mom. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, sure. I trust Mrs. Chancellor. I'm surprised you told her.
Yeah, me too. But I'm really glad that I did. She was so reassuring.
Reassuring?
Yeah. She told me that she hired a detective to watch my mom. So hopefully we'll get an advance notice if my mom decides to come to Genoa City. Or make any kind of trouble for that matter.
Wow. That's cool.
She also told me that if my mom ever tried to get me back, she and my dad would fight for custody. She'd use all her money and connections to help me. She pretty much convinced me that we have nothing to worry about. So, we don't have to keep hiding our feelings from the world. Isn't that fantastic?
Ladies,
Hi, Jack.
must be my lucky day seeing the two of you together. How are things going at this table?
Wonderful. Diane just told me her news.
Oh, news?
She's pregnant.
You're kidding.
No, with Victor's baby.
Is
Is that so?
Mm-hmm. Yes, Jack, it's true. Well, since you've arrived, I think I'll take my leave before the company here affects the health of my child.
Bye.
Going somewhere?
Yes, not that it's any of your business.
Wow, pardon me.
Look, Marissa, I don't mean to be rude, but we both know that everything I say to you goes right back to Diane. I'd rather her not know anything about my life.
Fine. I don't have a problem with that.
Fine. You know, one thing does puzzle me, though.
What's that, Victoria?
You seem like a decent woman. You seem bright and sociable. Why on earth would you be working for someone like Diane?
The pay's good. She treats me fine.
Probably because you're the only person who could tolerate her. Not aware that she has any other friends.
I'm sorry, but I'm not going to stand here and badmouth my employer.
Fine. But just so you know, if the stress and aggravation ever get to be too much and you need a break, give me a call. I can always use someone with good people skills.
I think I should start my novel over.
Well, yeah. I mean, why not? You're the one that told me that a first draft is just that. And after writing and rewriting, the final product is never what you started out with. And you gotta be a good editor of your own work.
Only one problem. I've started over twice.
Oh, those boxes in your closet. Are you sure that...
They're as inferior as what you've read? Yeah, what I gave you was the best of the lot.
Maybe you just have a really bad case of writer's block, you know?
I've suffered writer's block before. I know what it's like. This is different.
It's different how?
I mentioned to you before, I think I've lost my talent, and I frankly don't know when I'm going to get it back.
You don't seem too happy about my news.
No, I'm glad that you opened up to Mrs. Chancellor. That you're feeling better.
But?
There's one thing I'm trying to get straight in my head.
What's that?
Well, if my mom does contact Amanda, and she comes here after you, there are no guarantees, right?
What do you mean?
Well, I'm no lawyer, but I do know that your mother and father were never legally married. And the courts give mothers a lot of rights.
Are you trying to scare me?
No, of course not. It's just that I think our best defense is to keep our relationship totally secret. You know, it's fine that you've told Mrs. Chancellor and I confided in Jack, but as far as anyone else goes, there could be major repercussions.
Come on, Billy.
Phyllis wants us out by the pool.
All right.
Okay, people, let's go. Look alive. The best and last day of the Glow by Jabot house has begun. Yeah. All right, let's go out with a big bang. All right? All right. Let's go. Woo! Woo-hoo! It's all good.
Oh, hi, Chris.
Hi, is Paul in?
You know, he just stepped out, but he should be back momentarily.
You mind if I ask you something?
Shoot.
How did he seem today?
I think okay. Why?
Well, we left a few things unsettled last night, and he left this morning before I got up.
Oh, well, he had a really early appointment.
So then he seemed in a decent frame of mind.
Well, to tell you the truth, you know, we really haven't had that much time to talk today.
But you saw him, so you must have picked up on something. He was in a bad mood, wasn't he? Just tell me the truth. It's okay.
Hi. What's going on? feeling I walked in on something.
Okay, everybody remember, just do what you've been doing all summer, except I want you to do more of it. All right? Okay. Have fun. Be happy. Why don't you play with those little twirly things? Fiddle with those, okay? All right. I want a lot of conversation, a lot of fun, you guys. This has to be fun. All right, forget about the cameras. Just pretend they're not here. Just be yourselves.
Kenzie's in the pool house watching, right?
Yeah, it's her job.
Well, I know one thing that got a lot of talk in the chat room.
What's that?
Hey, Billy.
Do you want me to put some on you?
Well, I think a lot of the girls out there would much rather see me put it on you, lover boy. Come here. This off. Turn around. Lie down.
I don't hear a word any of them say. I know deep in my heart that I will find you anyway.
Oh, hey, that's enough already. Let's slip out of these.
Okay. Now you do me. I'm sorry summer's almost over, aren't you, Billy?
True what they say. Time flies when you're having fun.
Bummer, huh?
Actually, I'm looking forward to school again.
Not me. I wish summer could last forever. Which is why I think we should make tonight special. Damn, I can't hear anything. Come on, Phil, stay closer. My parents have a case of champagne. It's supposed to be really good. I could sneak out a bottle just for the two of us. Tomas, that is crazy. You haven't lost your talent. You just...
Misplaced it.
Yeah, something like that. You know, plenty of very famous writers have gone through the same thing. Mark Twain went through a very dry spell and came back to write brilliantly again.
That's one example. I'm aware of a less fortunate one.
Who?
Hemingway. In his later years, he wrote almost nothing that he would allow to be published.
Yeah, well, maybe Mr. Hemingway gave up too soon, because there's no guarantee you're going to get it back in just a week or a month or a year.
Let's face it, there's no guarantee at all.
You know, a lot of people don't get to write one good paragraph, much less several great books.
I love you. We're trying to soften the blow.
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to help.
All right. I do have one way in which you can help.
Name it. Anything.
Don't be so sure until you hear what I have to say.
Well, how about them apples? Diane is pregnant with Victor's child.
Artificial insemination, she says.
Fascinating.
Isn't it?
Does Victor know?
According to Diane, he does. It's probably why he left town.
Can't say as I blame him. We may never see him again. Is Diane happy?
Oh, she's so busy gloating, who can tell? I don't know, maybe that's how she expresses her happiness.
Well, it is quite a victory. She's carrying Victor Newman's child.
What it says to me is be careful what you wish for.
Well, I couldn't agree more. I got a real good feeling this dream is going to turn into a nightmare.
Actually, we were just discussing your disposition today.
My disposition? It's fine. Come on in, I'll prove it to you. Hold my calls, will you, Lynn?
Sure thing, boss.
So you doubted the way I might be feeling last night.
Well, you left a little early this morning.
Well, that was then. This is now.
So you're really okay?
Yeah, I know I got a little tense last night.
And do you know why?
Well, yeah, because there's one very important issue between us that we still haven't resolved. But I think I might know how to remedy that.
I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about, but I hope you're right.
Well, I think I am. Let's find out right now.
Right now?
Yeah. No time like the present.
I know you haven't been drinking, and I understand why, but this will be just like a little private party for our closing night. Billy, come on, can't you just bend the rules a little bit for tonight? I'm just talking about a glass or two. No big deal.
I don't know.
Billy, you know, I've really changed a whole lot about my life for you. Don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. I was glad to do it. But now I'm asking you to do something for me.
I made a promise.
Can't you make an exception? Just this once? I only want to have some fun to celebrate this incredible summer. Please?
I don't know. Maybe. Just one drink?
Just one. Sorry, give me his key. Trisha?